Nikki and Paulina ricocheting around the room, chasing after feather wands, hurdling furniture obstacles, and performing somersaults in the living room. You may find it hard to believe that they actually settle down for cuddle time. It's quite the entertaining show. Lisa, their foster mom, tells us that these two are action-packed kitties.
That's right. Our foster mom has already done quite the socialization process. They're socialized with big dogs, small dogs, other cats, kids. So these guys are ready to go home with anybody. This kitty here is 2 weeks older. So this is Nikki, and Nikki's a little Maine Coon mix. And they came in both as singletons to the Humane Society. So they were just found by themselves as strays, and kittens learn from one another. They learn what hurts, what biting hurts, scratching, things like that, and they learn from one another. So we pair them up at the shelter, and so when Paulina came in and didn't have any siblings with her either, we went ahead and paired these two up, and Barbara took them home to let them gain weight and socialize and learn how just to be kittens. Nikki purrs, purrs, purrs. I wish you could hear it. She's purring, playing with everything. She's going to be a little longer variety, maybe, like I said, a Maine Coon mix. And Paulina there is a polydactyl kitten. So she has, here, I'm going to trade you, Alyssa. And I'm going to try and show you her extra paws. See how many paws she has? It's just a genetic mutation, and there's no extra care required with polydactyl kitties. She looks like she's wearing mittens, and she's absolutely adorable. No extra care, just a few extra toenails to clip, and they make extra good hunters in your household because they've got those big paws to bat around whatever they might find, the occasional cricket. So they don't have to be adopted together, one male, one female, but they have been in foster together. Thanks, Barbara.
They're just so cute, those little extra toes. I love those. Well, now it's time for our breed of the week, and Perry is here to tell us a little bit more about the Weimaraner.
Right, Megan. This is a dog that comes from Germany. Early 19th century, they were used to hunt large game, mostly boar and deer. And then when that became kind of out of favor, they actually took over as hunting small game. So they're a quite versatile breed. They got their name because a avid hunter, the Duke of Weimar, that was a city in Germany, by the name of Karl August, took a liking to these doggies, and that's where they have carry that name to this day. They are very athletic dogs, as I mentioned, extremely agile, very, very fast, very, very active. And this little one right here is not the typical color of the Weimaraner. They're usually a gray. In fact, they're affectionately called the Gray Ghost. William Wegman, artist and photographer, really brought this dog to prominence in using these dogs in commercials. You'll often see them driving cars and wearing clothes because they have these gorgeous green eyes which appear very human-like. This little one here, Mitzi, she was a stray. She came to us tick-infested, very bloated, and then she actually had to go to the hospital where she had an obstruction removed from her throat. Probably something, she was a stray hanging out there, and that's where foster mom Amy then came in. Amy did a great job in fostering this dog. And people, if you want to foster animals, it's a great way to extend the walls of our shelter. It helps animals recover in a nice, safe environment and also opens up our shelter to other animals. She is a cute little puppy. She loves to play with children and other dogs. She's a great little joy. She's very, very smart. Come on down and check out the really pretty Weimaraner, Mitzi.
Very cute. Thanks, Perry. Animal rescuers were called to save a cat who fell into a construction hole. The cat was 20 feet below ground, and our team had to use a snake camera to locate the cat. EAMTs put together a contraption consisting of a long pole, a net, and a can of food inside, and after a few hours, they were able to lift the kitty to safety. Love that story. Great work, Juju, our EAMT who rescued her.
Well, you don't need a paperback manual to figure out the way to Atlas's heart here. All you need is a few treats and a little bit of love. Ski, what a unique-looking Chihuahua. Those eyes are just so gorgeous.
She's believed to be a Chihuahua Catahoula mix, which is a good guess with the markings that she has, but she does have one blue eye, one brown eye, as you can see here. She's super sweet, super docile. She was found as a stray behind a dumpster at a gas station. A Good Samaritan brought her into the Arizona Humane Society. She's believed to be 4 years old. She's very quiet, very docile. Volunteers have gotten her to learn how to sit already. They've spent a lot of time with her in her kennel, and that's where our volunteers are really just so appreciated all over the entire facility, but when they go in and they take the time to spend the time with these animals and learn their little personalities. So if you go see Atlas here in her kennel, she may be on the shy side, she may be a little quiet, but once she gets used to you and comfortable with you, she's really going to make a wonderful companion. So come on down. Atlas is available today for adoption.
After the show today, Atlas will be hitching a ride on the Arizona Humane Society's Wagon Wheels mobile adoption truck, where she will be up for adoption at the Mesa Arts and Crafts Festival until 4 p.m. Today, you can see the roadmap with upcoming mobile adoption locations by visiting azhumane.org/wagon wheels. Well, the first time I met Boss, he greeted me with a tail wag, a few wet kisses, and then he walked real nicely on his leash. He explored around the yard. Before I knew it, he was leaning against me, soaking up ear rubs, and then the moment later, he had melted to the ground, much like he just did here on camera, and was enjoying a good belly rub. Come to find out, Boss is blind. I had absolutely no idea before someone told me, and Perry, it's just amazing how well Boss gets around.
Yeah, I think, Ashley, when you first look at him, you don't realize that he's a blind dog. And then shortly after walking him, you realize that very, very quickly that he can't see. So you have to, this is a special needs dog, so you have to kind of know what you're doing with him. So just a couple of tips for blind animals. Obviously, in the indoors part of your place, you've got to have a really stable environment. You can't be moving things around. It's really good to have a crate or a kennel in a safe part of the home for him. And he knows that's home base. He can always go back there and relax and knows where he's at. Outside, you might want to do something like wind chimes by the door so he knows where the door's at. But it's a special needs animal, but he is a real sweetie. Maybe a seeing eye dog friend would be great for him, too. Come on, Don. This is the Boss.
Well, stay tuned.